Hello everyone. So today we'll be solving the CSES building roads problem. So the problem is basically we'll be having n cities and m roads between them. We need to find whether we can reach all the cities, whether we are at any city in the list of our cities. So let us try to solve this problem. Okay, so basically what we are given is we'll be given two numbers 4 comma 2. So we have a list of four cities and we only have two roads that are built at present. So what the situation at present is, one is connected to 2 and the other city 3 is connected to 4. So we know that we cannot reach 3 from 2 because we lack a connection here. So in order to make all of the cities connected, we need to form connection between the components. A very important point here is, so what we'll do is we'll first look out for components. Okay, and after that, if components are greater than 1, that means we need more connection, which is we need to build more roads. As we can see in the input example, we have two components, so we need to build one road here as the expected output is. So number of roads to be built equal to number of components minus 1. So the number of roads to be built will exactly be equal to the number of components that are in the present graph minus 1. So the very first method to do is with the help of a BFS traversal. So what we can do is we can first search for a new component. We can maintain a visited array. And if a node is not visited, what we do is, say as 1 is not visited, we do a DFS traversal on 1 and we mark everything as visited. So when we come at 3, it will not be visited. So we start over from 3 again. And the number of connections that are to be formed is equal to the total number of components minus 1. That is a very naive way to do it. We'll do it in an efficient manner. So we'll do it with the help of DSUF. So DSUF stands for disjoint set union find. Okay, this is a very powerful concept. What this does it, we maintain a form of set, say 1 comma 2 comma 3 is a set and 6 comma 7 comma 8 is a set. Say we don't have any connection from 1 2 or 3 to the 6 7 and 8, consider them as families. So this is one family, this is family 2. So what disjoint set union find does it, we find whether they are part of the same family or not. So disjoint set union find has two functionalities. The first one is the find operation. What this does is it returns back the parent, and the second functionality here is a union operation. It takes in two nodes and makes them in and makes and turns them same component by adding a link. Okay, so the base thing that we'll consider in mind, say if 1 comma 2 don't belong to the same components, what we do is we find their parents and we say the parent of 1 is 1 itself, means 1 doesn't have any parent and 2 is its own parent. So what we do is we make a connection from 1 to 2. We can also make a connection from 2 to 1, but let's keep it as 1 to 2 as 2 is a bigger element. It doesn't matter much actually. And in this way we will proceed. So the find operation will get back the parent, and union will make a new link if it is required. But if 1 and 2 has the same parent, say we pass in union of 1 comma 4, say parent of 1, say it is equal to 5, and parent of 4 is also equal to 5. What this means is we don't need to form any link in this condition because they're already belonging to the same component. So what we are basically doing is trying to make everyone belong to the same family. That is all we need to do here. Okay, so let's try to implement it with the help of code. That will make things more clearer. Okay, I'll just copy my template here. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to take two inputs, say n comma m, then we'll take the input. Okay, so after that what we know here is, so what are the constraints? It is 10 power 5. So let us form a parent array. It will be vector int of and the size will be equal to, as we have 10 power 5, we'll just make it greater than 5, and let's put the value as -1 because everyone is their own parent. At this point we don't have any of this link formed. After this condition, while m minus minus, what this means is we'll input our ages that are present. So int a comma b, that's and we apply a union operation, union of a b operation on it, and we pass in a comma b as the value, and we'll also need the parent array which is already defined globally, so no need of adding them. So union operation will do the union for them. After this, what we are expected to do is you need to find the number of components that are need to be marked. So the strategy that we are going to use here is, say it is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, like we have 4 nodes. It is sufficient to check if 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3 and 1 comma 4 are belonging to the same component. That guarantees that everyone belongs to the same component. If everyone is belonging to the same component as 1, so we will check for 1 comma 2 to the n values. So for int I equal to 2 comma I less than n plus 1, because it starts from 1. While looping, what we need to check is if parent, let's name this function as par, if parent of 1 comma I, if parent of 1 is not equal to parent of 2, what this means is that they don't belong to the same component, sorry, parent of I, then we need to make a union operation on them. But before the union operation, as we know, they don't have the same parents, so we'll just add it to our answer because the parent will be added to each other. So let's make our answer vector, vector of answer. Okay, and also we'll have a temporary vector. And what we'll do is temp dot push back, and we'll push the parent of 1, and also we need to push the parent of I. After pushing this, we push this value in our answer vector. So our function is done. In the end, we just print our values. So cout answer dot size for int I equal to 0, comma I less than answer dot size. Okay, so we need to cout answer of I 0, like double quotes, and then answer of I 1. So that should do the answers of our problem. But we still need to implement these two functionalities. So first we will implement the parent function. So what does parent function return? It returns back an integer value. So int parent, it takes in the number as argument, int node. So this is the present node. So if parent of node is equal to 0, sorry, -1, that means that it doesn't have any other parent. So this is a super parent. In that case, we just return node because it is the parent of itself. Else what we do is else return parent of, we need to pass in the value of the its parent. So parent of node. So that is what will return back, and thus our parent function is completed. The other function we need to implement is union AB. So union AB doesn't return anything, so void union AB, and it takes in two nodes as argument. And after that, what we need to do is we need to do union only when they don't have the same parent. So we'll write a int parent A equal to find of A, and similarly for B. So our parents are defined, and the next condition is if parent of A is equal to parent of B. In that case, we basically return back. We don't need to do anything here. Else, as the condition that we defined in the beginning is if they don't have any parent, the smaller will point to the bigger. So else if parent A is greater than parent B, we just swap them. Okay, so after swapping, we just need to add one thing, that the smaller one's parent is B. So parent of parent A equal to parent B. Okay, so that will do the thing. Let's try to run our code. So there's some error here. The function that we wrote is not find it. The name is parent. Same here as well. It should be parent. And the value is parent. Function is not parent. Okay, now everything looks fine. Yeah, so the answer is actually right, because 2 comma 4 is also a valid answer. They are trying for 2 comma 3, but there can be multiple right answers here. But if we submit this code, we'll definitely get a TLE. That is because of the this function, parent function. The problem with parent function is whenever there is, say, imagine this is our node. So one's parent is 2, two's parent is 3, three's parent is 4, four's parent is 5, five's parent is 6. So whenever we run a search for one, say parent of one, it will go to 2, then go to 3. So it's a long process. The time complexity increases drastically because of this. So simply what we do is we maintain. So we always maintain super parent. So for every element in a component, we'll have the same parent, which is the super parent of everyone. So we just need to do one thing. We need to add while else return parent of node equal to parent of node. This will do everything for us. Okay, so we got a right answer here.